different kind of protozoans have different ways of getting food. As you guys have already known, they trap their food using their cilia to sweep up food particles over the surfaces. The food moves into the opening called the gullet in the side. The gullet is like the mouth of an ant. The diagram, which is none of you have, so yeah?
May I use a whole pass?
Yes, 5 minutes. So, continuing on from there. So, most of them live in a watery environment. Water moves easily through the cell membrane. The cell membrane is a thin layer that surrounds and holds the cell together. This movement of water creates a problem. To understand how, consider a single-celled protist that lives in fresh water. The water inside the protist is mixed with many other chemicals. The water outside the protist contains few chemicals but more water molecules. The water molecules are more concentrated and crowded together. Its difference is concentration. Osmosis is the movement of water through a cell membrane. Water molecules move through an area of high concentration and an area of low concentration. This is a type of passive transport. Protists need some water to survive. However, too much water causes the cell to burst. The diagram shows what would happen if a cell did not get rid of some of the water. To avoid bursting, protists release water that is not needed. Structures called contractive vacuoles collect the water. They contract and pull together to squeeze the water out of the protist.
Seriously, how much water are you drinking today? I don't know. I've just been really thirsty lately. Yeah, knowing you. It's probably just dehydration.
All organisms must be able to sense and react to signal in their environment. Most protists have an eye slot, which can sense changes in
What do you think, Jess? I'd be mad
the
if someone
eye
asked
slot
every few minutes to go to the
to areas
bathroom.
where light is
What's all that water you're drinking?
This sucks.
Is something the matter, Jessica?
She's been feeling kind of sick today.
Jessica?
Yeah. Can I please have another pass?
Alright, same as last time.
Thank you.
Protozoans can sense food in the environment and move toward it. Protozoans can also detect and move away from harmful chemicals. They can also move away from objects that are in their way. For example, when paramecium bumps into an object, it reverses its movement, the movement of its cilia. This causes the paramecium to back up. Alright, so, with all that, I'm going to give you guys your assignment. So, on page 99, you need to answer 1 through 2. Okay? And then Jessica and Samantha, if I could just speak to you guys after class, that'd be great. Vámonos.
Ali.
Jessica, should we maybe have your mom come up and pick you up if you aren't feeling well?
I think I'll be okay to stay. I'm a little nauseous, but it's not bad at the moment.
But aside from that, you're asking every few minutes to take a hall pass. Why is that?
Partially to refill my water bottle, and I keep having to go to the bathroom.
Doesn't that seem a little strange to you?
I guess, but I'm probably just dehydrated is all.
Maybe. But there are other things that have been going on, just out of the ordinary.
Not that I can think of.
Jess, weren't you saying that you're getting tired easily?
Yeah, but I was figuring it was stress, nothing big.
Well, try to get more sleep. I hope you feel better soon. About how plants have
Did you finish the homework from last night?
Yeah, it was really easy.
We looked at it and decided not to even bother.
Whatever.
This helps blood flow back into the heart. Only one vein carries blood high in oxygen. Did you have a nice nap, Jessica?
Wait,
I'm glad you know everything about this topic because you're going to have a big essay tonight.
I didn't fall asleep, I promise.
You've been out for the past half hour. You fell asleep as soon as you sat down.
What is wrong with me? Can I call my mom? I think I may need to go home for the day.
Have you been feeling well lately?
It's just been the past couple of days, but now.
Oh, okay, all right. Feel better. You're excused. Okay, class. You can get a head start on your lesson.
Hello, Mrs. Reno? Jessica? I'm Dr. Neer. Now, it's my understanding that you and your daughter are a little concerned that you may have diabetes.
Yes, it is.
Her teacher had this crazy idea that she might have it, so she decided she needed to get it checked.
Well, it's pretty easy to determine. First, I'll need you to fill out a standard questionnaire, and then we'll do a glucose check, and we'll know where we're at.
Okay.
I'll be back shortly. All right. Ready to have that all filled out for me? Okay. Now for the glucose test.
Will it hurt?
It'll pinch a little bit, but it's nothing you can't handle. Now, hold out which finger you want me to poke. All right. Now touch right there on the end. Oh. All right. Well, I can now say without a doubt that your daughter is a diabetic. Now, did you have anything to eat this morning?
Just an apple.
Well, your glucose state is at 257, which is, an apple wouldn't do that. It's actually pretty high for someone your age and size. I'm going to guess you're pretty active, but tell me, do you eat well?
She eats perfectly fine. She doesn't eat a lot of sugars and fats. She dances and goes to the gym. Run your tests again because they're wrong.
With due respect, you really should consider your daughter in all this. she's going to seek help for this, and having her mother there supporting her is really going to be the best way. Now, it's not likely that you have type 2 diabetes, which is usually presented later in life. What's more likely is you have type 1 diabetes, which is known as early onset diabetes. It can be diagnosed anywhere from birth all the way up to your late teens. Now, but I won't be able to tell for sure unless I run some more tests.
You're not running any more tests.
Mom, I need this.
No, you just have a cold.
Actually, a cold wouldn't show up like this. Please, just let me run the test.
Fine.
All right. Jessica, come with me. We'll be back soon. So, Mom's having a hard time with this then?
Yeah, she didn't want me to answer the questions.
Well, I'm glad you did. I just wanted to get you out of there and just talk to you one-on-one for a minute. And just ask you, are you doing okay? Getting diagnosed with a chronic illness can be difficult for anybody.
I think I'm just in shock, really. It's just really fast.
Well, if it's any help, I've had type 1 for as long as I can remember. And there are just so many things I'd rather not have that diabetes just became easy.
So it's type 1?
With your lack of family history of type 2 and your physical well-being, yes. Now you're sure there's no one else in your family has either?
Someone on my dad's side may have, but he died when I was 8, so I don't really know.
All right. You ready to go back?
Sure.
All right. After you. So, the next course of action is to get her set up with an insulin pump and a glucose meter. Now we can actually get her set up with the pump today if you have some more time.
What were the test
That
results?
sounds great.
Well, your daughter does have type 1 diabetes. Unless there is any history in your family that you haven't told me about, which, if you haven't, now's the time.
Your father had type 1. He got it when he was 6, and when you didn't get it, we thought you would be okay.
Why didn't you tell me? What was the big secret?
Because we didn't want that for you.
Like I was telling your daughter, there are worse chronic illnesses to have. Type 1 is very livable. I've had it myself for over 20 years. Now, about that pump.
Jessica,
Yes?
I was recently informed that you were diagnosed with diabetes, and I wanted to discuss what we can do to help you treat this.
I really don't know. I was just diagnosed yesterday. I don't really know what I need help with yet.
Well, have you been told about the health programs here at school?
No.
No.
few people that know. These programs offer many things such as care and education. And,
So what do I need to do to start?
well, to start, we can notify all of the teachers. They can help teach the class about how to care for you if you can't take care of yourself in an emergency.
What happens if I'm in the hall?
Well, we can let the teachers know, and they can keep an eye out for you. Some of them are even trained EMTs.
I like that. When can I talk to my bosses?
Well, we can send you back to the one you were just in and talk to your teacher.
Sounds great. That's my biology class.
All right, let's get started. If you want to write your schedule down for the day, I'll come visit each class.
Sounds good.
Sure thing. Class, hold tight. How do things go, Jess?
You were right. It was type 1.
How are you handling it?
I'm a little shocked, but it's okay.
She was wondering if sometime soon you could talk to the class about what she has and what they can do if she has an emergency.
Yeah, absolutely. I can do that now, if you like.
That'd be great.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You know if you need anything.
Yes.
I listen to public radio.
So class, as you know, Jessica's been sick for a little while now. What she has is type 1 diabetes. It's where her pancreas no longer produces insulin or controls her blood sugar levels in her body. She has to use a pump to give herself regulated doses of insulin, just like her body would normally. In the event that her pump quits working, there are 2 things you might have to do. And I will keep the supplies for both in easy reach. The first thing is that if her blood sugar levels are too low, she will need a dose of glucose. That's easiest done by tablet or a gel. If her blood sugars are too high, she will need a shot of insulin. If the pump is not working, I will keep them in the fridge in the back.
Ew, keep that diabetes away from me. Did you hear her? She just got diabetes. Ugh, so gross. She should go live in a colony like the lepers did.
Hey. It's okay. No, it's not. My life is over. Roger shouldn't get the musical next week. Why? There's no point. Well, even if there isn't, we'll still have fun. Maybe. You will. But everyone hates me now. No, they don't. Yeah, they do. Come on, let's go home. Watch the movies and eat ice cream. Okay.
All right, class, today we're going to talk about ratio and proportion. Let's go through the warm-up. Find the slope of the line through each of the pair points and solve for the equation. I want all of you to work on that at your desks.
Ratio is supposed to be fat. That's how people with diabetes are, huh?
No.
Well, that's what the usual stereotype is. Why are you sitting
Look.
so close to me?
The slope of number 1 is 2.
Better sit away from me next time. I don't want to catch it from you.
Number 2 is 1/2. Did all of you get that?
It's not contagious.
Oh, really? How would you know? How did you get it?
I don't know.
Okay, all of you, your assignment is page 150. Even number questions, 1 through 100. Why don't you start working on those? It's due tomorrow.
Here in what month now? Probably 2 weeks with how you're going.
I'm not pregnant. It's just diabetes.
Yeah.
But with how much sugar you're going to have to eat, not have to eat, it's going to make you gain so much weight. I wonder if people could just roll you down the hallway.
She don't fit in the hallway.
Oh, you're going to endorse now?
Just
Oh.
trying to do my homework.
Oh yeah, so much fat in your brain, it's going to make it to where you're going to have to study so much harder.
You're the one who's making it so I can't study.
Oh yeah, because me talking to you. I wonder how she can even hear me. That would probably block her ears, right?
Yeah. Oh, do you have to go to the bathroom again? What's wrong with you?
Oh, come on. Really going to help her out? You're going to get diabetes now.
Hi. My name's Jessica. So, I'm auditioning for the musical. And now, before I sing or anything, I just wanted to let you know, in case this alters your decision in any way, I have type 1 diabetes, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'll be singing It's Time. So this is what you meant when you said that you were spent. It's time to start building at the bottom of the pit, right to the top. Don't look back. Packing my bags and giving the academy a rain check. I don't ever want to let you down. I don't ever want to leave this town. 'Cause after all, the city never sleeps tonight. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am? So this is where you fell, and I left your cell. Path of heaven runs through miles of clouded held up to the top. Don't look back. Turn into rags and giving the commodities a rain check. I don't ever want to let you down. I don't ever want to leave this town. 'Cause after all, the city never sleeps at night. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am. This road never looks so lonely. This house doesn't burn down slowly to ashes, to ashes. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am. You know what? I am okay.
Hey guys, I'm the one who wrote this, and filmed it, and produced it. Oh hey, I was also in it. This was for my Girl Scout Gold Award project, which I don't know if any of you know this, but that's kind of a big deal. If you're a Boy Scout in the room, you probably are either on your way to earning it or have already earned your Eagle Scout. This is the equivalent to that. We have to do over 80 hours of community service, and it has to be a sustainable project. Now, I'm hoping this is going to be pretty sustainable since it's a movie, and I'm also going to give out all the information packets along with it. I'm trying to bust out all those little myths about what diabetes is supposedly. You know how people say that only adults get diabetes? Well, kids can get it too. There's something called adult onset diabetes. That's also known as type 2 diabetes typically. Children can get type 2, but it is less frequent. Type 1 diabetes is usually what children get. But adults can still get it too. You see, there's always just little nooks and crannies that they always try to find their way through. There's also a third type of diabetes, but only girls can get that one. That one's gestational diabetes. And there's a temporary one, where your pancreas kind of shuts down when you're pregnant. And that one's not very fun either. None of them really are. But like I said, I had an interview with a doctor, and I actually quoted him in this film. Diabetes is one of the better chronic illnesses to have. There are so many worse ones out there. This one is manageable, people know about it, and they're on their way to finding more and more things about it. Each day, they are getting closer to finding a cure. They're actually doing pancreas transplants now, where people are actually getting kind of cured of diabetes. They have to keep getting those transplants every few years, but it's improving their lifespan and their lifestyle. They're hoping that eventually, with all of the 3D printing stuff and all of the new technology that's coming out, that they'll be able to just fix them, and that they won't have to take them out completely. How cool would that be? Hey, maybe one of you guys could cure it. Could you do that for me? I'd appreciate it. Now, I know there's a lot of stuff to take in all my packets and all this video, but what I really want you to focus on is that no matter what happens in your life, whether you get diabetes, whether you get cancer, something simple like chronic migraines, I get those. I have chronic migraines. Something like that, don't let those stop you. I work a full-time job. I'm living my dreams. I'm working at a haunted house. I'm doing makeup for the haunted house as well. I couldn't be happier. I have a supportive family. I have a supportive boyfriend. I have supportive friends. People that care. People that helped me with this project every step of the way. And there are people like that in your life. And no matter what happens, and no matter who is rude to you on the way, you still have those people in your life that are going to help you get through it. And I hope this helps you realize that, because there's nothing more important than getting through things and overcoming hardships in life. But most importantly, remember, there's usually more than what's on the surface, especially when it comes to diabetes. Don't take things for granted. And
especially don't ask things like, oh, did you do this to yourself? Because people don't do these things to themselves. This is something that just happens. And it's not really preventable most cases. Sometimes, yes, but those are in extreme cases. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to hit up my blog spot. I'll put it on a card in the little video, not the video, the folder. And it's also going to be on my YouTube page with this video linked. So, also, if there's questions, your teacher can answer them. I know most of your teachers. So, hope this helped a lot. And no matter what, keep living your dreams. 'Cause that's what really matters. Thanks, guys.